Hi, this is Martha, and this is the first weekly Living the One Light Sacred Soul Messages video. So I have been taking the last couple of weeks to kind of regroup and listen in really carefully to myself and to the spirit world and to all of you. I put out a survey over the last week or so, and a lot of you filled it out, and it was extremely helpful because the spirit world is asking me to do a lot, and and the list just keeps growing of all the ideas they have and all of the things that I will be doing, all different ways of helping people to remember their sacred soul and to step fully into their sacred soul life. And then there's so many topics also that keep coming up related to that. And so I wanted to get really clear from you guys and from my spirit world and from inside myself about what's, the top priority right now and what are going to be the next steps. So I took a couple weeks and did a lot of resting and a lot of internal reflection. And I got some great answers from you guys and from myself and from the spirit world. So one of those answers was that many of you were interested in regular free channeled messages, which I'm very happy to do, and the spirit world is very happy to do. So that this is going to be one of those weekly videos of whatever it is that happens to need to come through for you guys and for our world. And yeah, I think this is gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to it. And so many other things. I'm starting this Sacred Soul Remembrance online experience starting this Friday, October 11th, 2019. And many other things to come. So many, I won't list them right now. But yeah, I'll say more at the end of this video. But there, you can still fill out the survey or find out more about what's coming up on my website at www.livingtheonelight.com anytime, and certainly connect with me anytime with any ideas or requests for these videos or for anything else. So in terms of this video today, trying to decide if the human me should say anything or not, or just let them talk. I have thoughts. I'm trying to decide if they're important right this minute. Yeah, I just want to say, the human me wants to say, what keeps coming up for me, and I think is related to what they're wanting to say, is this feeling of utter love that exists in the ultimate reality of existence, right? In the ultimate place of where we come from. And what I keep coming back to when I get really clear inside about what my mission is and why I have accepted the spirit world essentially taking over my life and directing my life, and directing me to do this work, is this feeling that I get when I look at people. And throughout my life, I've looked at people, the number one thing that people around the world and in every walk of life need is the cliche, but it's true, is love, right? And some of you know this, certain things about me, and some of you don't. So just to say a couple things, I was born in Thailand, and I grew up in Bangladesh and Pakistan and Kenya and the United States, and I was a social worker for a very, very, very long time. I got my MSW in 2001. So I've, grown up in a lot of places with a lot of suffering, and I've done a lot of work with people with pretty extreme trauma and some of the worst suffering on the planet. So I get it, firsthand how much suffering really exists in this world. And so in those walks of life, but in every walk of life that I see, I just come back to this reality that, and even in myself, right, that really, what do we want? We want, I think we all want to be seen and understood, and if I have a wish for people, or for humans on this planet in general, it is that they could feel that they are able to see themselves in this particular way that essentially, all of existence sees us. And I have a cat meowing at me. And then what that brings us to, when we feel seen, is this also this all-pervasive feeling of being loved and held. And so, for example, I was at a conference 2 weekends ago, and the room was filled with all these women who are doing spiritual work in the world and trying to help people on a spiritual level. Wonderful work, and wonderful humans, and wonderful people. But what I felt the whole weekend was the sense of incredible sadness, because I was looking around at the room, and I suddenly just realized, I asked, why am I feeling so sad about this situation? And I realized it was because my sense, and I could have been totally wrong, but my feeling was that even though people were there to help, they all had this goal of helping people on a spiritual level, I felt a sense of disconnection, like that we were all disconnected from our actual true essence, and that we were kind of off base, like that people were there to network and to make connections, but I didn't feel able to actually connect to people on a soul, true essence level. And so I ended up just feeling really, really sad, and like I didn't really want to be there. But then at one point I was standing in the back of the room, and I looked out. I was helping with one of the talks, and I was supposed to be holding the space for the group energetically. So I was switched into this other mode, and I looked out at the room, and I suddenly saw what I often see, which is people's actual real souls. And it's like I can just see the person's soul, basically, usually above their head. And this room was filled with goddesses, priestesses, and powerful, beautiful, every single person. I mean, every soul is incredibly beautiful. So when I'm seeing people's souls, it's just wow. And I had this feeling like, what if every single woman in this room could look up and see herself the way I'm seeing her? And what if every single one of those women got it, how incredibly beautiful she is on that level, and what would it do for the world if she were able to not only see it, but reclaim it and come fully, allow that soul self to come fully into her body, and she could live from that place 100,000%. And I imagined that reality, and what happened for me was that I felt the room, in that reality, like the room just suddenly shifted, it's like if I imagined everybody suddenly clicking with that realization about who they are, everyone suddenly felt alive and joyful and in awe, you know, of life and of themselves, and filled with love. Like, that was the big takeaway also, was that people are needing to feel love for themselves and for and from others and for others, like on this true level. So that experience brought me back to the essence of who I am and why I'm here, and that really is to help people on that incredibly profound level. You know, again, I've lived all over the world, and I've done this incredibly difficult work as a psychotherapist and social worker, people in the worst and the worst and the worst of conditions. And still, if I could give any human any gift, it would be this: to know who they actually are on a soul level, and to feel it, and to remember that, and to, you know, feel the incredible love that comes with that feeling and knowledge. So that was really good for me to come back to that truth. I knew it already, but I needed to feel it again. Yeah. So I think that's what the human me wanted to say to you today. But now I'm gonna channel for you whatever is gonna come through. Hello again. So we are here also to echo what Martha was saying, that you not only are loved, you are pure divine essence love. This is the ultimate truth of your beinghood and of the truth of existence in general. So we have so many messages for you to send through Martha for you, and also ultimately to help you remember through yourself. But we would like you to take away one essence of this truth right now. So it's a very simple message today and a very simple invitation. We would like you to, if you feel called, drop in to yourself and become very still. And quiet. And as you are getting still and quiet and deeply centered in yourself, we would like to give you a gift. So please open your hands and put them in front of you. And feel us, or your spirit guides, your spirit world, reach down into your hands. And we are placing a stone, a crystal, for each of you, it might be different. A different kind of crystal, a different kind of rock. But whatever we have placed here, just take a minute to feel it. Whatever you see or feel or hear or sense is exactly right for you right in this moment. And we place this crystal or this rock in your hands. We would like you to notice whatever you're feeling and seeing there, what shape, what color, what dimension, what texture is this rock or this crystal, and just feel into it. And hold that rock in one hand. Close your hand and put that hand to the side. And then in your other hand, we're going to place another rock, another crystal for you. And for each of you, this rock is a pink rose quartz heart. Well, it's a pink quartz heart. And it's smooth and solid and fits right in the palm of your hand. And we are blessing both rocks, the one in your right hand and the one in your left hand. And then we invite you to take the pink heart quartz crystal rock and put it up to your heart and hold it there at your heart. And let the blessings and the love that we have placed in that heart quartz crystal to permeate through your body and your heart, through your legs, through your arms, at the top of your head, filling your whole body. And then allow the love that is in your heart for yourself and for the world to also bless and fill this heart quartz crystal. And feel our love and the love of the rock itself and your love all mixing and meeting in this rock. A beautiful mixture. Incredible love. And let the rock just fill up with all three of these versions of love. And close your hand on the rock again and move it down to your lap. And then take the rock that you were given in your other hand and do the same thing. Bring that rock up to your heart. And feel the love and the magic of that crystal, that stone. Let it speak through your whole body, reverberate through your whole body, give you exactly the healing and the love and the messages that you're needing right now. and feel our love flowing through your hand into that crystal and that rock, through your whole body, through your whole being. We are right here and we love you so much. Completely, constantly, as does the entire existence. And then feel your love, the love in your heart for yourself and for existence, for everything, permeate this rock that is up against your heart, and feel your love and the love of the rock and the love of us and the love of existence all mix inside the rock and bless your entire being constantly. And feel the magic of the 4 kinds of love mixing in the rock. And creating its own kind of magic. And then close your other hand around that rock and bring it down to your lap. So you now have 2 rocks in your hands, one in your right hand and one in your left hand. Both that are filled with magic and the ultimate love of yourself, of existence, of us, and of the crystals and the rocks themselves. And they are all, these types of love are mixing together and creating their own magic. And now we invite you to bring the 2 rocks together. Hold them in your 2 hands together in whatever way feels good and natural for you. And feel them, these 2 rocks, and the magic and the love that is filling them. Feel the magic and the love speaking to each other and speaking to you through your heart. And take these rocks in front of you and just take a moment to sit with them and be with them and feel whatever it is that they might be needing or wanting to say or remind you of or ask you. And just let any images come, any words come, any feelings in your body, any emotions come. Just let them ebb and flow. Whatever comes is perfect. Whatever does not come is perfect. And just take a deep breath. And be with whatever is there with you. Beautiful. And we would like to ask you, whenever you're ready, to bring your hands back to your heart. You can let the rocks go, or you can imagine placing them down somewhere. Maybe you have actual rocks or actual crystals you would like to, who are calling to you, and maybe you would like to do the same exercise with the actual physical ones. And bring your hands to your heart and just feel that love flowing through your heart, through your whole body, through your hands, through your whole being, throughout all of existence, constantly. Because existence is where you come from, because you exist. And just know that this love is so real and so constant, so all-pervasive and non-stop. It's always here. And you can come back to this video, this feeling, this memory, this vision, this vibration, this frequency, anytime you want. You are so loved, and you are pure essence of love. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you again very soon. Cool. I enjoyed that. I hope you did too. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing these channeled messages once a week, hopefully every Wednesday. And this Friday, October 11th, my first channeled online experience is starting. It is called the Sacred Soul Remembrance online experience. And I would love to have you join us if you feel called for that. I feel really strongly that, you know, whatever is right for you, you'll know it. So if that feels right for you, please reach out. You can sign up. The link is on my website, www.livingtheonelight.com. You can also sign up on the same website for the free Living the One Light newsletters, which will include these weekly videos. And you can always sign up for sessions directly with me, and also check out the first 3 books in the Living the One Light series. I'll be saying more about those books probably next week sometime, but the first 3 are out. The third one came out last week. I haven't even announced it, but there you go. It exists. Right, so the first 3 are called Living the One Light, Gaia Speaks, and then The Cosmos Speaks. And so much more is coming. 5 more books are coming. More online experiences are coming. Lots of stuff seems to be wanting to come through about self-love. The 4th book is going to be Love Speaks, so I'm going to be doing a lot, I think, coming soon about self-love and sexuality and divine sexuality and life force of sexuality, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the inner sacred union of, you know, inside ourselves, of our masculine and feminine divine selves, and on and on and on. Lots and lots of healing stuff. And most of all, remembering who you are, remembering who we all are, and remembering how to hear your own soul your own soul wisdom and access your own version of the realities of existence. So that's why I'm here, and I'm so happy you're here. Feel free to reach out with any questions, any requests for, in these videos, or anything else you're wanting. Just let me know. You can reach me at my website or at my email, livingtheonelight.com, or livingtheonelight@gmail.com is my email address. And thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.